what's happening? It's your dude, the merciless Reese L. Black. Welcome back to the booth. And if you already subscribed, I thank you. But if you want to follow us on the gram, go ahead and see us at CO2 Rawcast. And if you want to be nosy, you can follow your dude. Good evening, Mr. Black. Now, what I wanted to talk about briefly interesting is the so-called qualifications that viewers, listeners, or supporters actually been putting on blast on other content creators' platforms. When it comes to dating and relationship dynamics, a lot of individuals basically think that there should be certain qualifications, believe it or not. Whether you're a commentator, a pundit, or if you're dating multiple people, or if you're married yourself. So let's go ahead and discuss this. Who should basically be dropping game? Married people or the single people? We'll just leave it at that. So you have a bunch of individuals out there who got these platforms on giving suggestions and advice on how to attract women, how to attract men, and things of that nature. And I'm sorry, I just want to go ahead and get this out the way. This is not a jab at any content creators that are out there in the space. We're pretty much all in one area where we all talk about the same thing. But to me, it's a free country. YouTube, especially, you can do whatever you want and talk about whatever you want. As far as qualifications goes, I'll leave that up to you guys. But going back to what I'm saying, you got individuals out there who have these platforms where they talk about what women should be doing in order to attract men and what men should be doing in order to attract women. Some of these individuals are single and possibly dating themselves. Some of these other individuals are in committed relationships and trying to help you out. Then you have individuals out there that are divorced and still out there trying to, give insight and drop the game as well. Then you have individuals out there who have a platform, speak the game, but don't live the game. Meaning, like, they're probably still socially awkward, still afraid to talk to chicks or whatever, but yet they still throw out, regurgitate the same talking points as other content creators as far as when it comes to attraction. So let's go ahead and stick with the married side for a second. So married individuals, can't say individual, but married couples, or married individuals out there who have these platforms where they're speaking on dating and relationships, I would kind of say, they're qualified. They won the Super Bowl. They're married. Are they married to the person that's their first choice? Let them tell you that. But they are married. They have the ring. They're in the long-term committed relationship for the long haul. And they believe in nation building, they believe in family, they believe in love. And they want other individuals out there who want the same thing to succeed, so therefore they're going to actually drop advice and suggestions on how to win in the game of road to marriage. The married people, what they can do is they can actually drop suggestions on how to maintain your relationship, keep it from crumbling. They can actually give suggestions on, hey, what you can do as far as prepping for marriage. Because that person that's married, they already won. So they can let you know what marriage is about. They can even drop the legalities on it, even drop the benefits on it. And if they're already married with kids now, which solidifies them as a family person, they can even prep you on what to look out for when that first child comes. Like, hey, the attention is going to get low because the attention is going to be on that kid. So they could drop dimes like that. But a married person who's a coach, or a self-improvement coach, anything of that nature, or if they're just a commentator or the pundit, they could generally speak on dating because they've been there, done that. They retired out of the dating game. They're in the marriage game. Not only can they help, somebody single, but they can also help couples, and they can also help married couples. Hell, they can even help people who want to plan on divorcing. I'm sure that a married person don't want you to divorce, but they can help you prep, or they can help you reconsider. Married people can also tell you what to look out for when it comes to the bullshit, because they've already been there and done that, especially an individual like myself who's dated a bunch of women and decided to call it quits, settle down, choose the one you love and want to be with and share life with and die for and die with and grow old with and all of that shit. So that's what married people can pretty much do. They have a whole lot of gems, especially when they have one person committed to them. And there's not too many individuals that can really speak on that. Imagine you're just committed to this one person and this other person is committed to you. All right. Now let's go over to the single side. Now, when you're single and still dating, and we'll just go ahead and break it into single but successfully dating. You haven't jumped into a committed relationship yet, but you just like doing the casual thing. You do you, to each his own. But this individual can pretty much game you up on, yes, attraction. They could game you up on your appearance. They could game you up on your approach. First thing first, they're going to really game you up on you, how to self-improve. So before they start explaining like how to like grab girls or how to attract women, what they're going to do is they're going to basically look at you and see what you need to change physically about yourself. Now they may go ahead and say, you know, it might be a little bit of shallow, whatever, but guess what? If you're, if you're interested in attracting a certain type of individual, of course, you got to look up to par. So if you're a big person, but you have struggles losing weight, guess what? We're going to look at an alternative. Okay, we're going to make you look fly with your big self. Biggie Smalls was a very fly individual. Heavy D was a very fly individual. And you can't say that Uncle Phil wasn't fly himself when he came out suited and booted too. So it is very possible for somebody to be, you know, overweight to still look fly. Same thing on the ladies. Plus size women can still look fly. If you are comfortable being plus size or overweight, then it's just a matter of just dressing you up in par to where it still looks fly on you. Then on top of all that, your social skills. This is what they're going to basically teach you or coach you on. Learning how to talk, learning how to engage, learning not to look so creepy and awkward, learning what to talk about, how to smell good, how to sell yourself. Because guess what? Nobody wants to be with a bum. So this individual that's single and dating successfully, where they're attracting everybody around them, yeah, they're going to game you up on your aura, your positivity, your light, and all of that, and all of that, all of that jazz. They really are. And they can really, really help you succeed. Are they married? No. But do they maintain a roster of men or women, constantly? Yes, they do. So guess what? They can end up coaching you on stability and things of that nature. But that's if you want that. Now, if we go into the area of where, okay, can the single person speak on marriage? Yes and no. The reason why they, cannot speak on marriage, because obviously they are not married themselves. They probably don't even know can't even fathom what it's like to just please one individual for the rest of your life without trying to step out and do something you ain't supposed to do, like exercise your sexual options. They're really not going to be equipped to like game you up on marriage. One of the things they can do is possibly game you up on being committed and things of that nature, because guess what? They're committed to their roster. Anybody I know don't really just kick people to the curb that they're done smashing. They usually keep them around. So of course they could game you up on basically how to maintain like rapport with the people that you're having casual sex with. Yeah, they can do that. But as far as speaking on marriage and things of that nature, they're really not even going to go there anyway, because they know that's not their lane. You should basically speak to somebody who's already married, or listen to somebody who's already married. Get coached by them. I'm just here to get your foot in the door of attracting individuals that you want to attract, right? If you want to marry them, you should already know what to do at that point. Have fun, be cool, be chill, and you know what? Just try not to rock the boat. There's a lot of people out there that tend to be on the bullshit just to make other people mad just for their own entertainment. But just be peaceful and be respectful. And guess what? I'm sure you're going to prevail in the long run when it comes to having a committed relationship. Now, should they speak on marriage? And this is the yes part. Like I mentioned before, they are very good at keeping what they have. But it is going to be a little tough. I know they will have to change in order for them to basically speak on trying to hold on to the one person for the rest of their life and not really want to kick it with anybody else. But we all know you can't date different people forever. I know there's individuals out there who have, open marriages and things of that nature. And guess what? They are still cool with their wives and everything, and their wives are still cool with them. If it works for you, it works for you. But the thing is, when it gets into that marriage part, that's where work becomes, work shows up. That's where the job begins. Sometimes I even say marriage happens twice. You got the honeymoon phase, and then marriage happens a second time when your children grow up, if you plan on having children. Because when they grow up and you no longer have the responsibility of raising children, you two got to come back and know each other again and be married again, because some people tend to grow apart as the babies get older. But that's a whole nother video. Married content creators and single content creators can still game you up on either area when it comes to the dating game. It's just that one aspect is a whole other lane. It's a whole other lane when it comes to more responsibility and accountability, which is marriage. Like when you're in the game of marriage, there really is no finger pointing. You literally have to point the finger to yourself as the men, because sometimes we be fucking up. Let's just be honest and everything. We set the tone of the marriage. Usually women like to let us lead. They like to let us do the things because they kind of want to just kick it now. They don't always want to use the brain energy to get the couple out of shit. It's like, hey, man, if you're going to be head of the household, then I'm going to need you to get it together, because I'm here to support you. Yes, I will step in. I will be, the guy. I'm sorry, not the guy, but I will be the woman you need to basically be your right-hand person to assist you. But I need you to put your foot forward first so we can get this train moving. I will go ahead and throw the coal in the fire to make sure that we are still running. That's usually how it is. On the dating side, that's really not needed. Marriage part is work. And most individuals who are dating coaches pretty much just coach you to attract women and, get you casual sex if that's what you want. But when it comes to finding a wife and things of that nature, hell, now your self-improvement coaches, they can come in and help you out, because you're trying to catch a whole nother monster. You're trying to catch that husband. You're trying to catch that wife, because you actually are willing to go ahead and get down and dirty with the work that is going to be there in front of you when it comes to this marriage game. Because I'm going to tell you, it's work. It's emotional work. But anyways, I just wanted to go ahead and drop that vid on you today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you disagree, let a brother know. But anywho, I'm out this piece. Good evening, Mr. Black.